Hi, and welcome to another episode of All Things Considered. I'm going to do this video really quickly while it's fresh in my mind. Somebody that had replied to one of my videos just a little bit ago had asked this question. If I was mayor of Seattle, how would I deal with Amazon? How would I deal with Jeff Bezos? And I'm going to tell you, it seems simple on paper, but it's going to be very difficult to put that into play off paper. And what I mean by that is that anything that you can come up with to help a city, make a city better, help the citizens, or help create new jobs within that city, or help financial straits, fix the homeless problems, that's all great on paper. You can come up with all kinds of ideas, as we've seen with Donald Trump. When he ran for president, he came up with all these grandiose ideas on how he was going to fix America and make America great again and do all this stuff. And on paper, it sounded really good. But to implement them onto a working prototype is totally different. But this is how I would deal with Amazon. Now, Amazon's going to be opening up 15,000 new jobs in Bellevue. He's creating a brand new tower. It's going to be one of the tallest towers that they've got in Bellevue. He's going to hire 15,000 new people. Now, somebody has to give him, they have to give him the contract to build that. They have to say, okay, you can build that in that area. We're giving you permission to do that. Now, upon giving permission to do that, I would say that you have to do certain things for us. The 15,000 new jobs that you have to, or the 15,000 new jobs that you plan on putting into Bellevue, they have to be given first opportunity to the Seattle residents, Bellevue and surrounding areas within Seattle. They have to be given a chance to get those jobs first. And if you cannot fill those jobs, those 15,000 jobs, with the people already living in Seattle, then you can bring other people from outside the state into Seattle and to Bellevue. If Jeff Bezos doesn't like that, oh well. You got to play hardball with these people, I'm telling you. You can't tick them off. But they're going to get ticked off because they're used to doing what they want. They're used to getting their way, and they're used to running roughshod over everybody. You can't do that. You have to play hardball. Now, I know that from where I'm at now in Minneapolis, the Minnesota Vikings wanted to get a brand new stadium built. And the guy that owns the Vikings, Ziggy Wolf, he said that if we do not get the new stadium, we're going to move our team to Los Angeles, and they're going to build us a new stadium there. If I was the mayor of Seattle, if I was the mayor of Minneapolis or the governor of Minnesota, I would have said, fine, take them. We were doing good without you. We'll be doing good with you. We were doing good before you got here. We'll be doing good after you left. The same thing with Amazon. I would tell them, look, you're not going to hold us captive and make us do what you want. No, it's just not going to work for you. You have to give 15,000 opportunities to the Seattle residents. Also, you have to agree to pitch in and build affordable housing for those 15,000 new workers. You have to be, if you're going to hire them, if you're going to hire 15,000 workers and you insist on bringing them from outside the city, you have to house them. Not only do you have to give them a job, but you have to house them. And I think Jeff Bezos can't do it. I don't think he would want to do it. But that's just the way it's going to be. If I was the mayor of Seattle right now, I would tell Jeff Bezos, one, you give 15,000 Seattle residents an opportunity at the jobs, and two, you create affordable housing for them. And three, you help create affordable housing in the city. And I'm not talking about the ones that are making $60,000 a year. Yes, I understand that you guys have raised the limit on affordable housing. I mean, you have raised the limit on what is now considered low income. You have taken it and went from 30,000 a year and below and raised it up to 60,000 a year and below, because you can make housing for the $60,000 a year employee and still get your $2,000 a month in your rent. And your conscience is clear because you are creating affordable housing, because the low income is 60,000 and less now. You don't have to create housing for the lowest of the low income, which is 30 and below, the ones that are making minimum wage, SSI, and Social Security. So, having said that, I would tell Jeff Bezos that in order to get the contract to build a new building, you have to, one, offer those jobs to Seattle first and be able to prove that they're Seattle residents first, then make housing for those residents and help the city create affordable housing for the lowest of low incomes to 30,000 and below. Yes, that's what I would have Jeff Bezos do. If you do not do any of those, you can't build your new building. I'll gum up the works. I will do it. I will gum up the works so bad that Jeff Bezos' people might put a head out on me. And I'm not saying that they're not above doing that. They have not. I'm not saying Jeff Bezos would stoop that low. But when you gum up his works and you want to cost him loads and loads of money and take away his power, you just never know. I'm going to leave you with that note. That's what I would do. As the mayor of Seattle, I would look out for Seattle first. The ones that are there now, the transplants that have moved in already, you can't do nothing about them. They're already there. So technically they are Seattle. I can do something about stopping more people from moving into Seattle. Remember, Seattle is not a balloon, and you can't keep putting air in it because it will eventually pop. And there'll be an awful lot of people sleeping out on the street that moved here to get a better life for themselves, a good job, and an apartment or a house. So, if you have anything else to comment on, or if you have anything else to add to this, or if you think maybe I'm being too rough and that I should treat Jeff Bezos a little bit more kinder, put it in a comment below. If you think that what I'm wanting to do is just about right, put that in a comment also. I'm going to let you go on that note. This has been All Things Considered. Have a good night, Seattle. All points and beyond. And again, thank you to the person that gave me the idea for this video. It is greatly appreciated.